Hello everybody, today is Wednesday, October 12th. It's 4:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can see my computer clock. You can see today's date and the time. The futures market's regular session just closed about 8 minutes ago. And we have a video update for you. Before I go any further, first the required disclaimer. Okay, I want to bring over my time and sales. It's kind of the transition between sessions, but anyway, the last trade on the E-mini S&P at 4:15 was 2131.50. First up, we have the Japanese yen futures, and a pretty nice looking trade here that was good for just shy of $1,000 on two contracts. Really solid entry. You see our line break signal right here, the red dots and the bars are red, so it took the signal. And the reversal signals for line break here, the green ones, were not taken as the bars are still red. And then it exited the trade because of the trend change. So that's how our logic works. Anyway, this did 956 on two contracts with a very well-placed single trade for the day on the Japanese yen. Okay, next up is the crude oil on the Precision Renko 5-tick, and this did 1150 for the day on two contracts. Next up, we have the DAX mini futures, and this did 595 on two contracts. So we can see our equity curve here. We hardly took any heat today. It doesn't look like there was maybe one losing trade at the very end here, a very small amount, but it looks like 4 or 5 winners in a row. So pretty solid there on the DAX E-mini futures. Okay, so sometimes people have written me and said, well, does it ever lose? Do you show any losers? Well, yeah, we have losers. So here's the crude on the 10-second line break, and we had an equity run-up of nearly $700. You can see a couple winning trades, which can make the case for only trading in the morning. And then we drew down and recovered a little bit, but only had a loss of 320 on two contracts. So sometimes when we have losers, they're not runaway losing days. They're just small losers. Sometimes we have a chart where it only makes a tick or two, like this trade here. So a lot of times when it's such a small profit, I don't bother to show it. Okay, here's another example of a small losing day. This is the Dow futures on the Super Renko 10-tick. We had a small run up here of maybe, actually pretty decent run up, maybe $300 or $400. And you can see if we stopped trading at noon or so, we wouldn't have lost. But anyway, this only lost 315 for the day, not too bad. Okay, another example of a modest gain, $165, mixture of trades here. So a lot of times I don't show gains this small, although it's not bad. The DAX on the 34-second line break has often showed spectacular gains, hitting its target of 2,000. Today it did $25. No big deal. Forgot to show this earlier. This is definitely worth talking about. Was the E-mini S&P on the Super Renko 12-tick did $600 on two contracts on a single well-placed trade. Looks like it entered here near 11 o'clock and closed at 2:30. $600 in the E-mini S&P is 48 ticks. So that's 24 ticks, or 24 ticks on 2 contracts would be $600. So pretty nice trade here. Okay, so if we look down here, we see our equity curve for the DAX. We start flat every day, so we had a little bit of a drawdown, about $500, and then we ran up to about 1,000 was our equity high, and then we gave some back and we settled at $200 for the day. But once again, note that our equity high occurred around 11 o'clock, so the case for trading between 9 and 11 is actually pretty strong. Okay, that's it for today's video. If you'd like to find out more, please visit our website, have a look around, or please feel free to send us an email to systems@bluewavetrading.com. Thanks for watching today.